All right. All right, we're back to Diana's clutter hotspot, right?
Dawn has been promising to do my junk drawer forever now, because you have a very good video on doing your junk drawer.
Yep.
But I don't know if anybody else thought this, that like, it wasn't actually that bad to start with, because you already had a level of organization in there.
Okay.
So I was like, I think this is like a little more real.
Yeah, and I was like, well, that's not so, like,
well, but this
so
is
bad.
Okay,
right?
So this is what happened though. I couldn't close it anymore. So this is actually what was in my junk drawer along with this.
So that's probably pretty realistic.
It's real.
Like, that's real life.
I mean, you know what I mean? Where you can't, like, and you can't find anything, and so it's gotten pretty real. So Dawn said that she would help today.
Let's do it. We'll go through our top 3 tips for organizing junk drawers coming up next. Hi, I'm Dawn from The Minimal Mom. Always glad to see other people's junk, right? Their junky clutter collecting spaces, and to offer a little insight about how we can make it look better. So,
well, yeah, and I'm like, what, 34 weeks pregnant right now?
So you've got the
like,
nesting.
These hormones are real.
She's like, Dawn, come quick.
Like, been noticing. Yeah, we've been doing a lot of purging around here, and so this is just a source of great excitement for me today.
So anytime we tackle an area like this, I think there's 3 tips that are super helpful. One, we need some kind of dividers in here. So we need some kind of storage containers.
I know, I went to the dollar store because I like the really nice clear acrylic bins, but I didn't know what I'm gonna need or how it's gonna function. So I just got these at the dollar store. They happen to only have lime bright neon green. So we're gonna go with it.
Yeah.
So $4.
It'll work.
Yeah.
Right? You know, I forgot my label maker too. I'm a fan of labeling them once you put them in there, so I will bring that next time. I never was a labeling type of person, but I'm coming to believe in it.
Well, your family needs to know where everything goes.
Yeah.
I'm still having to remind Princeton, you know, that no.
No, yeah,
that doesn't go there anymore. Right here. Okay.
Yeah. So the second thing is to group like things with like things. Marie Kondo will talk about have one place for all the pens in your house, have one place for all the tape, for the scissors, that everybody just knows where that goes. So we're gonna group like things together. Of course, the containers help with that. And then the last tip is to rehome anything that doesn't actually need to be in the kitchen.
Like the putty knife?
Like
I don't really know, but I'll go with this. So,
and you have a main floor office, so you don't necessarily need like all of your office stuff in here,
right? But I think
just
this
like
is
quick grab.
Yeah, I think this is where the pens will be, though.
Yeah, right.
You
Scissors,
know,
tape, like the stuff you use regularly.
Exactly, but like the moleskin can probably go to the medicine cabinet. Okay.
Yeah, probably.
All right.
So we're gonna get started pulling everything out, and then we'll put back in just the things that you really want to have easily accessible, and then the rest we will rehome elsewhere.
I like it.
Sounds good. Okay, so you're gonna put stuff that you want to go back in the drawer right here. We have the garbage here, and rehome stuff on the islands. String?
That's yours, actually.
Oh, actually I could use this.
Oh yeah, you could take that one. That's a different kind of rehome, huh? This
you have
be rehomed.
2 tape measures.
I know, right? 2. So this goes with the actual tools.
Okay. Bypass cap?
Oh, it's for the filter on the fridge. Throw it.
Okay. Will you remember that they're in the toolbox?
Here we're Dawn's a pro. Okay, so we got these because Adley could open the door, the screen door.
Yeah.
And so, but they didn't actually function properly for what we needed. Okay. So I said, let's just put these in the toolbox, but Dawn's like, are you actually really going to use them or
well, you're going to remember they're there. That's my thing, is I forget that they're there.
So
let's just donate them.
Donate them?
Yeah.
See, it's not always easy. Okay. All right.
Wow, you guys have a lot of highlighters.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Well,
okay. Well, no, but do you know what it's for?
It's extra from your light
fixture. My light fixture. And so it's like, am I gonna need this? Am I gonna need to extend the light fixture?
You have extra there already.
No, but you know what? Hey, they know how I feel. Okay? I know how I feel.
I feel like with Diana I can be a little bit more direct. Sorry. Oh, well, let's think about when we would possibly use that again. I don't see it. Okay,
ask me the question, Dawn. Does this fit your future self?
Yeah. Does this support where you're going with having a new baby?
In the next 5 years, are you going to need this? No. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Good.
All right, we did it.
Do you use this corkscrew, or do you have a better one?
We have a much better one. Okay.
another tape measure.
This is really handy.
All right, we reached the point to do a garbage dump, right?
Yeah, that went really fast.
Yeah, that wasn't bad.
That actually wasn't bad at all.
All right, so we're gonna pull it out.
We're just gonna give it all a little shake. Yay, freedom.
Isn't that so liberating?
Yeah.
Okay, so now we'll
I'm actually
put
really
things back in. You really got this like pared down.
It's not that much to go back in.
No.
So I'm kind of like surprised, elated.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So, okay, so we have our pens, which the pens still, I'll pare those down.
Yeah.
Still, because we don't need all those pens and highlighters, but they all fit.
Okay.
And then kind of those little household tools that you want to have.
Yep.
And then
I wonder if maybe put that, backwards. Yeah.
oh, look!
Oh, that's nice.
Wow.
And do you usually put like painter's tape or putty under them to hold them in place?
Yeah,
or?
you recommend that, or like some
Something.
double-sided
tape.
mounting tape?
Yeah, something like that.
Yep. Actually, maybe I would just get one more of these.
Yeah.
And then
it kind of fills it out.
Open,
then put
because the ruler.
Put the tall stuff in the back. Yeah.
Back. Yeah, and like the candle lighter didn't actually fit in here too, so that
could go in the back. Yeah.
And then the this
that can go in the back. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and then my post-it notes and cards will go in that one.
They'll go in that one. You get it. Okay. Oh, wow! It'll open so easily now.
And we'll find our Sharpies again.
Yeah.
I'm excited about that.
And we know how it goes at these drawers. You just shove stuff in it, and that's how they become a catch-all. But you do have to go through them from time to time to reset them. But once you know what's supposed to be in here,
right,
it makes it so much easier now, right, to go through it and put everything back. And that's why I do like putting the labels in too, because then when it gets cluttered up again, you sometimes forget like what's supposed to be in here, but you look at the label and sort it back out, and it functions well again.
Go team.
Awesome, good work. All right, isn't it amazing how those things only take a few minutes, but yet it really makes a big difference, doesn't it?
I have not been able to find a Sharpie pen in months, and so that just makes me so happy. So thank you.
Yeah. Anytime.
You know, I heard just a really fun story this weekend from one of my friends, and he was saying that he went on a business trip. And he's just kind of been challenging himself to, even though he's a business person and he's kind of quiet, he's an introvert, he's like, how can I live out my faith more on a daily basis? And so he's just been saying this prayer, like just quietly to himself, Lord, come with me. Come with me to work today. You know, come with me as I go about all of these just normal things. And so he was going on a business trip. And so he said, okay, Lord, here we go. And please come with me. And there was a new person on his team who kind of ended up being his travel companion. And so they went through the process of getting the rental car and then going and checking into the hotel. And so kind of just every step of the way, he's like, okay, Lord, just bless us. And, you know, as we drive, and then he got to the hotel room and he's like, you know, I just invite you here in your presence. And they were at dinner that night, and the new guy ended up sharing with him that he and his wife had just found out that they were expecting. And so he celebrated with him. He told him how much he loves being a dad, you know, and just encouraged him in that. And then the next day, after all of their meetings, they were getting back out to the car, and he could tell that like something was really off. And so he said, hey, what's going on? And they got in the car, and he shared with him that his wife had actually lost the baby the night before. And so in that moment, spontaneously, my friend just said to him, hey, can I pray for you? And what was so cool about it is he was like, you know, if I would have given myself much time to think, I probably would have shied away, you know, from that opportunity. But because I had already kind of opened my heart up to it, it was the most natural thing to do in the moment. And then that guy was like, yeah, I would really like that, you know, and so it was just beautiful. And then now how their relationship has developed from there, and how he's gotten to kind of mentor him and bring him into things of the faith. And I was just so encouraged by that, because I know some of us feel like, I'm not an evangelist, I'm not good at sharing my faith. I want to, and I want to help other people, but I just don't know how. And so I feel like when you posture your heart that way, then when that moment comes, even he he wasn't fully ready for it, but
Right.
something within him was.
And I had a friend say that the other day too. She was like, I'm just not an evangelist, but she's a nurse, right? And I'm like, wow, but you are. Like, you are living this out, and you are coming in contact with people, you know, in sometimes dark moments. And and I think a lot of us, we just make it seem hard, right? I'm not an evangelist.
Yeah.
We've probably thought that to ourselves too. Like, oh, I don't do that.
Yeah.
Right? But even just saying, okay, Lord, today I'm just going to smile at people I meet. Okay, today I'm going to compliment people when I come in contact with them. Today I'm just going to ask somebody, how's their day going? And how those little things can often open the door where we're just having a conversation with somebody, and maybe the opportunity does come to pray for them, but we've already sensed that they're open to it and that they want it, and they want to feel like somebody's just caring about them today. And even if they would have never thought that's what they needed or wanted, and how it actually just becomes this natural outflow. Because I would have said the same thing, like, I'm not an evangelist. Diana can be an evangelist for all of us, right? Like, that's not me. But I'm like, oh, but I can smile at people. I can like genuinely ask them how they're doing. I can be in a good mood today so that they feel drawn to me, you know?
I actually have another friend who, that's exactly what he did. Every time he'd walk into a coffee shop, he would intentionally smile at people. And he said, you would not believe how many conversations it opened up. Just by looking at people and smiling.
Well, do you know what's interesting? When you smile at someone, it turns on the reward center in their brain, because they feel like they did something good to make you smile at them. So they automatically feel this like connection to you because you smiled at them, right? Like, you rewarded them. Like, you made them feel good enough to be smiled at. Like, isn't that amazing? From a smile. Like, it's incredible.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And this is what Jesus actually read from the prophet Isaiah. And he said, this is Luke chapter 4, and starting in verse 18. The Spirit of the Lord is on me, because he has anointed me to preach good news to the poor. He has sent me to proclaim freedom for the prisoners and recovery of sight for the blind, to release the oppressed, to proclaim the year of the Lord's favor. And Jesus can go with us. He's in us, you know, as believers. And so then that's us. My pastor, he said he would read this over himself every day until he believed it. The Spirit of the Lord is on me, because he has anointed me to preach good news to the poor. He has sent me to proclaim freedom for the prisoners and recovery of sight for the blind, to release the oppressed, and for me to proclaim the year of the Lord's favor. So that's who goes with you, and that's who helps you out, especially if your intentions are, I want to share your love, Jesus. I know what it's done for me, and I want that for others. There's a hurting world out there, and so I would say just invite Jesus along. So Father, I ask, Lord, that you would be with us in a special way this week. Lord, that we would remember to invite you along with the kids on our work days, if we're traveling, even in our home, Lord Jesus, that we would just invite you in and say, be with us throughout the day. Help us to have those opportunities just to share your love and your goodness and your salvation in a normal, everyday way. Lord, that you would help align divine assignments, Lord, that you would open up those conversations and that you would inspire and encourage us. And so I just bless each one of us now in Jesus' name. Amen.